Ben Askren's wife, Amy, has announced that the former UFC fighter successfully received a double lung transplant today after battling severe pneumonia and a staph infection for weeks. She expressed profound gratitude to the donor's family and urged prayers for Ben's recovery. She wrote, "We are so thankful to share that Ben has received a double lung transplant. We are forever thankful to the donor and his family. This is the beginning of a new lifestyle for Ben, but every new day he has is a gift. It still doesn't feel real that he was walking around completely healthy just 5 weeks ago. So much can change so quickly. Please keep Ben in your prayers that his body welcomes the new lungs as if they were his own. I am constantly in awe of all the people carrying us through right now. I can't wait to tell Ben all about it. I'm hopeful that in the coming weeks, Ben will be able to give the next update, but hopefully he will wait until the drugs wear off." However, Andrew Tate was the one who stepped up to help Ben Askren during the hardest time of his life. He had tweeted on X, saying he was willing to pay for Askren's lung transplant. Tate's offer showed true generosity as he made it clear he was ready to cover all costs. Moreover, Jake Paul strongly criticized the healthcare system after Ben Askren was denied a double lung transplant by his insurance. He expressed frustration over the lack of support from major figures and emphasized how broken the system is. Paul also hinted that he was preparing to step in and help financially.
It's just insane. Insurance is a scam, and it's so sad. And right when you need these companies, they're not there, and it's up. And his insurance denied him to get the double lung transplant, which is also one of the most expensive surgeries, which is why they denied it. And it just sucks. It sucks that no one's doing anything. I was obviously super busy this week, so we're figuring out the donation now, but none of these people like Dana or anyone's stepping in, so I feel like I have to do something, and that's really all it is.
Joe Rogan spoke about Ben Askren's health crisis, revealing that a staph infection had developed into necrotic pneumonia, causing severe damage to his lungs. He explained that one lung had completely failed and had to be replaced. Rogan also discussed the lifelong challenges Askren would face, including constant medication and a weakened immune system due to immunosuppressants. He recalled how someone he knew struggled after a heart transplant and said Askren's life would never be the same. Rogan added that Ben was still in a medically induced coma at the time.
What happened to Ben Askren? Wasn't it a staph infection that turned into pneumonia?
Oh, really? I don't know.
Is
he doing okay? I never.
He's not doing okay, man.
Oh, no.
He needs a lung transplant.
Oh.
Yeah, he had, I think they call it necrotic pneumonia. So essentially it was rotting holes in his lung tissue. And so they had to put him on a ventilator, and apparently one of his lungs is just gone and they have to replace it, which is that's so crazy, because then you have to be on medication for your entire life because your body wants to reject the lung because it's not your lung. So you have to take these immunosuppressant. So now your immune system is severely suppressed because you have to take immunosuppressant drugs in order to have this. Like, I have a friend who had a heart transplant, and he's all because of it. You know, it's just like you're always worried about getting sick because your immune system is very compromised.
And that's going to change his life.
Oh my God. I mean, he's still in a medically induced coma.
Jake Shields questioned the state of the American healthcare system after Ben Askren's insurance denied his lung transplant. Reflecting on the situation, Shields criticized how people are required to pay for insurance only to have their claims rejected in moments of real need. He called it a broken and unfair system. He wrote, "Why are Americans forced to pay for insurance when they just deny your claim when you actually need them?" However, more on the news, Daniel Cormier revealed that his car was stolen just days after attending UFC 317. After returning to the San Jose airport, he searched for the vehicle he had owned for only 4 days. Despite pressing the key fob repeatedly, there was no sign of it. Eventually, airport staff informed him that his truck had been driven out of the parking structure on Thursday night. Frustrated and shocked, Cormier couldn't believe someone had stolen his brand new vehicle right after the event.
Last week, I kind of thought, man, I've had the same vehicle since 2018, driving Raptors over and over. So I changed the car. I thought, okay, it'd be cool to get a different vehicle. I get back from UFC 317. I'm going up and down looking for my car. Granted, I've had this car for 4 days. When I leave to go to work, I'm pressing the key, everything. I go here talking to these people who tell you your license plate. They tell me my car was driven out of the parking structure on Thursday night. Somebody stole my truck at the San Jose airport. God damn it. Unbelievable.
Moreover, a few days back, Brian Liver King Johnson was taken into custody Tuesday night at the Four Seasons Hotel in Austin, accused of issuing a terroristic threat. Officials reported that he posted several Instagram videos directed at Joe Rogan, in which he allegedly made threats and urged Rogan to face him in a physical confrontation.
I give them. You, Joe Rogan. All caps.
Tensions started to rise when Joe Rogan publicly cast doubt on the truth behind Brian Liver King Johnson's lifestyle. He questioned whether Johnson's intense diet and fitness routine were as natural as claimed, or if there were undisclosed enhancements involved.
Yeah.
That's what I get when I look at that guy. That's all feasible and possible. Now, please go to the Liver King. Please show me some preposterous Liver King physiology.
Oh, he has. Have you seen his apology?
No, I haven't. I want to
dude.
watch it. He comes clean on steroids. I f***ed up.
I don't know if you guys are able to
I just
watch
want to see his images, though. I want to see some images of his body, because his body is just so off the charts, ridiculously massive. That's okay, but
That's
there's
unflattering lighting. Without
yeah. I want to show some of him like jacked and lifting, because he's just f***ing gigantic.
The situation escalated further after Johnson released a video admitting to steroid use. Rogan, during his podcast, mocked the video's theatrical tone and timing, implying that the apology felt more strategic than sincere, hinting it was more damage control than real remorse.
I'm making this video to apologize. Because I f***ed up. Because I'm embarrassed and ashamed. Because I lied. And I misled a lot of people. I've stated that this is a complicated as topic, at least to me it is, because before social media, I was rich and anonymous. And after social media, I'm still rich, but no longer anonymous. And I never expected this kind of exposure in the public eye. It's been tricky as to navigate. Well, clearly I did it wrong. And I'm here now to set the record straight. Yes, I've done steroids. And yes, I am on steroids and I'm already managed by a trained hormone clinician.
Yeah.
What? He wanted everybody that's depressed and trying to kill themselves to reach their highest, most dominant form. But he wanted to lie about how he achieved his physique, so mislead these people that just by eating liver, you can come close to that. So as you fail at that as well as everything else you failed at life that led you to the point of doing something to yourself that you're thinking about committing suicide.
Yeah.
Like, that's what he's saying.
I feel like in this video he had like a very good opportunity to just straight up say, sorry, I f***ed up, etc. Which I think he thought he was doing, but he also makes a few little comments in there that I feel like people really dug in on, like the whole, I didn't expect it to happen this, or me to blow up this much. It's like, it was very meticulously planned out from inception of the brand.
Brian Johnson, known as Liver King, reacted fiercely to Joe Rogan's criticism. He stood by his lifestyle, insisting it was genuine and rooted in ancestral values. As the back and forth continued, Johnson began calling Rogan out publicly, challenging him to a fight as a way to defend his reputation. Over time, his responses became more aggressive, especially on social media, where both men command massive audiences. His posts grew more heated and confrontational, pushing the situation from a war of words into something more volatile.
Joe Rogan, baldy face. Hurts a little bit. I hope there's real tension to fight. But I hope you actually release me of all this, because tomorrow's family day. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. And I'm going to take my whole family with me to Austin. Guess what, family? 4 o'clock. This is what's happening. They don't know about it. Okay, real quick. P.S. What I'm hoping is that you, Joe Rogan, are thinking, I'm going to choke that out. Lights out. I'm going to choke him out. And I kind of hope that if you win, that's how it happens, because like to wake up from that dream, that's a good feeling. And then anything else that you could break on me, break it on me. I hope that you won't feel me tap. That's never happening, tapping, because I have something actually to fight for. You need to know that Striker Rat. Come here, somebody please, right now. So here's what's happening. You're Justin's assistant because I'm about to go and lose all my man privileges. So you're going to be Justin's assistant. Anything you guys need for a little while is going to happen. And there's many phones here. A lot of people could have done anything. And there's not 126 ways to choke a person out. There's not 126. There's more than that. Joe Cohen, he's behind free self-decode. He taught me that. Christian, I asked you to be up here at my doors. You're not here, bro. Please, what I need for you, Cam Bodie, I only have a couple of minutes before I'm being detained in the greatest state in the world. Greatest state. Welcome to Texas, Joe Rogan. That's how friendly we are. So I'm gonna need you to mobilize everyone. Tell them to have cameras record everything. Make it live. Whoever can make it live, good. Make a few of y'all do it live, but record. Take turns. Upload it as fast as possible in real time. The closest that you do something, the closest that you attempt to communicate what you just did, that's the truest it's ever going to be. That's the truth. Make it live, make it real. If you feel a certain way, express it in real time, don't harbor it. You know, if you know you're supposed to do that thing, wash the dishes or whatever when you walk by, just do it in real time. That's the truth. Taste is the truth. It tastes pretty good to celebrate a week, to submit this forever from now until infinity. Dude, I don't know if you heard, there's free Wi-Fi this week. There's free Wi-Fi and there's a password to it. What's the password, Rad?
Joe Rogan.
Do you know the password? Because that's incorrect. You got it wrong. Do you know the password? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, do you?
Yeah, but I don't
Say it, please. Oh, no, my queen's not allowed to.
Same with mine.
Here's what it is. I'm gonna get it right. Rad, you get one more chance. You almost got it. Say it one more time. It's what?
You, Joe Rogan.
He got it right. It's, but you got to do like the sensitivity with the caps and all that. It's you, Joe Rogan. All caps to get it right. And at the end though, there was going to be an exclamation mark. Not anymore. It's an upside down exclamation mark. That's what we call a thank you mark. From now until infinity, that symbol, to be thankful, begin and end with that kind of gratitude. Middle mosh pit, we're going to do that. At some point you're going to say, oh, I was wrong. I didn't mean to call the cops. And you won't do that either because you're so far into it. And I hope that you don't think about taking your own life because you have a family. And you're better than that. And all of your friends need to be your friends right now because I'm running out of what you can also apologize, but modern day tribes, they don't do that. Who is that? Come on in, who is that? Is that someone? Oh, bro, we agreed, didn't we? Oh, time's up. Okay, hurry up. Okay, time's up. Backpack.
Right here. Right there.
Time's up. I have everything that I need. Thank you for the race. Wow.
As the situation escalated, law enforcement stepped in. Authorities in Texas, where Brian Johnson resided, launched an investigation into the threats made toward Joe Rogan. Given Rogan's public profile and the nature of the statements, officials treated the matter with urgency.
Hey, okay, perfect.
Should we go separate or together? Okay, so what did they say?
Listen, just take this with a grain of salt, but they assured me he's gonna be in and out.
Yeah.
It's like, we gotta process you, he'll bail out, but we're talking probably 24 hours.
24 hours?
Maybe first thing tomorrow when he sees the judge. I don't know.
Oh, so it's not an hour. He's gonna be the 24 hours.
I don't know. They could do a 24-hour.
Take you this way to the lobby.
Thank you. And then do you know where their vehicle is? So
Yes, it's just gonna, when you go out to the driveway, they'll be.
thank you for your discretion.
No problem.
They said in and out, but to a cop, in and out can mean 24 hours.
Oh. Oh.
Lead them to the driveway.
The driveway is.
Okay. So that means 24 hours.
I don't know, Miss Barbara. I'm saying that they could hold him for 24 hours. However, they said in and out, which means they could go there and then he comes back out. But I'm under the assumption he would need to see a judge before he is dismissed. Where these guys are going?
Really? We Thank you. Thank you. You too.
What time?
Yeah. And these items are for you.
I would take that with me. That's oh, yeah, you just, let me figure that out.
Okay.
No.
No? All right.
I'm mobile, bro. I do shit like that. You guys put handcuffs on people in the back of the car? Inside the car? Not that. Does it sit really protected?
Well, that's going up. What?
Yeah.
Johnson's arrest was later confirmed by local police, who noted that the case remained under active investigation. They emphasized that ensuring the safety of everyone involved was a top concern, particularly when high-profile individuals were targeted.
The Liver King is in legal trouble. The fitness influencer, whose real name is Brian Johnson, has been arrested in Texas for threatening comedian Joe Rogan on social media. With the Austin Police Department telling E! News in a statement June 25th, APD detectives were notified that a subject identified as Brian Johnson, known online as Liver King, had made threats against Joe Rogan on his Instagram profile. Detectives reviewed the posts and observed that Johnson was traveling to Austin while continuing to make threatening statements. They continue, detectives contacted Mr. Rogan, who stated he had never had any interaction with Johnson and considered the post to be threatening. Based on this information, detectives obtained an arrest warrant for Johnson. APD officers located Johnson and took him into custody without incident. He was transported to the Travis County Jail and charged with terroristic threat, a Class B misdemeanor. This remains an active investigation.
After his arrest, Brian Johnson released a public statement expressing remorse for his actions and recognizing the seriousness of his behavior. He admitted that things had gone too far and said he understood the consequences. Despite his attempt to take accountability, the response from the public was divided, with some showing support while others remained critical and skeptical of his intentions.
Blue Scorpion. How do you get ready for a fight? How does Liver King get ready for a fight? Blue Scorpion. Denise Rexrow, she introduced me to it. It's sort of gives you a new disposition. And some guy, he thought if you just put him in jail, have the Violent Crimes Division, have them come arrest him for a terroristic threat. And the whole time that terroristic threat you thought was a bomb or something inside that box was actually a present back for you and your mothership colleagues for having my wife and me in mothership that I've held on to for a while, just looking for the right time to give it to you. So the terroristic threat that was reduced to I actually don't want to say any details nor any names, but that's how you get ready for a fight. And you thought the videos would stop, but they will never stop because, when you fight out of a principle, you got an infinite amount of venom. And then we'll hug and unite. Not before, because I gave you that chance, you didn't want to do it. I'll still invite you to do it after, and we don't have to hug after, but at some point you have to capitulate something. And real tension, real fight. Can you believe it? Restraining orders and stuff like that. Well, all that, no laws will be broken, I can assure you of that. No details will be spoken either. Somebody knows his way around some things, and I invite you to tune in. There's free Wi-Fi all week. Ask me what the password is for the free Wi-Fi. It's awesome.
That's it for today's video, so what are your thoughts on this? Share your thoughts in the comments section and make sure to subscribe and like if you enjoyed the video. Also check out our other videos on the screen right now.